Hello, you're watching Poker News and welcome back to our coverage of the PokerStars Championship here in Prague. I'm joined by William Kassouf, who is playing the 2K event right now. But let's talk through the year. Last year, you took down the High Roller event here for over $500,000. So that was a pretty good thought back to remember back to.
Yeah, that's my biggest result of my career. A great win to wrap up the year after last year in the World Series main event, finishing 17th there for 338k. Came here, played the €1,500 satellite for the 10k High Roller. Won a seat, as I do. You know, I like to be in for the min to get the max, so to speak. And I stuck to that motto and took it all the way through, grinded all the way to the final table. To heads up, struck a deal and took home the title and trophy in first place for €532,500 on my birthday, no less. So yeah, can't complain. Sick result, great way to wrap up the year, and hope to emulate that feat again this year. It
was quite a controversial deal that went on, wasn't it?
It did, yeah. I think both players, myself, Patrick Serda, we both got what we wanted at the end of the day. I think Patrick was more interested in the cash for his own personal reasons. I was more interested in the title and trophy for commercial business point of view, sponsorship deals, etc. And to wrap up the year, to take home the title and trophy in first place of the last ever EPT 10k High Roller was more important to me than the cash. As you know, money comes and goes, in my opinion. Trophies for life. So regardless of what people say, hate is going to hate with regard to the deal. Oh, he did a deal for the trophy, didn't win it outright, etc. But you hear about negotiations and deals, and it's all part of the game, all part of the business end of any tournament to discuss any kind of deal. And if it suits both players, who's anyone else to come in between and say it's right or wrong? So both got what we wanted at the end of the day. Still the title and trophy under my name, first place on Hendon Mob, and over €500,000, as you say. So yeah, can't complain. From a €1,500 satellite win as well. So 2016
was the best year of your life, poker-wise, I would imagine. How has 2017 compared?
It's not been too bad. It's not been as great as last year. Obviously, winning over $1 million last year in live tournaments was a fantastic year for me. It's going to be hard to top that. This year, I haven't played as many big tournaments like 10Ks or 5K buy-ins. I'm now sponsored by Grosvenor Poker in the UK. Been playing a lot of the circuit in the UK, the GUKPTs and other events there. I've been told I'm in the top 3 in cashes in the UK this year. I think I've had like 22 cashes in the UK, so I'm top 3 there, even though they've been smaller cashes, nothing like 6 or 7 figure scores. But yeah, it's great to be told that fact, and still had a number of cashes this year, and keep plugging away, keep trying to improve my game, and yeah, hopefully get another big result again in the 10K High Roller now.
You strike me as someone that's pretty good at bankroll management, to be honest, because you've won big amounts, but then you're still going back and playing the satellites. Are you sticking with your guns with that?
100%, yeah. Bankroll management's key. I think a lot of people, it's underestimated. A lot of people speak about it all the time, but not many people stick to it. It's so easy to be blasé, have a big win, play a 5K, 10K, then flick in a 25K or 50K High Roller without thinking about it because, oh, you won $1 million. That's not me at all. I mean, even though I won a lot of money, I'm not going to put all of that back into poker. I'd say about half of that, or even less than that, half of that would be towards poker, and other things I'd invest in property and other stocks and shares that I have. And you've got to be sensible with money and think of the long term. So you've got to think of the rainy day, end of the day, and yeah, you've got to have good bankroll management if you're going to play the game in the long term. What's
the biggest personal splurge you had?
Personal splurge? I don't know, a few holidays, bought a new car, Aston Martin, DB9 high like a boss, obviously.
What, your number plate?
Yeah, my number plate, yeah, W111 KSF, Will Kassouf, say my name. So yeah, it's been good. I had to enjoy it, I had to treat myself to something like that. Invested in property and yeah, and carried on playing poker, just keep doing what I'm doing. So I'd like to see that I'm an inspiration. Lots of hundreds of thousands of people messaging me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram every day, see me as inspiration and you know, satelliting in and being in for the min to get the max, etc. So it's good to see, you know, recreational players coming through the ranks and seeing the fun factor that I bring to the game, really.
Have you got any new catchphrases? I think you need some new ones. You've had these ones for a while now.
I've had them for a while, but they're still going. They're still going global. They're all going around worldwide and in for the min to get the max and 9 high like a boss and the coconuts, etc. So they're going around. I've come up with a few new ones, just as and when. Just depends what situation I'm in on the different tables, different players, and if something comes to my mind, then I'll just come out and say it. Nothing like caught on as it did only because it was on ESPN in the World Series that those catchphrases.
In the comments box, guys, new catchphrase.
This is it. So I think it just blew up because it was a World Series, the whole 9 high like a boss and the coconuts, and it just went lift off from there and still carried on to this day. So no, it's great to have that experience of feedback and people coming up to me having selfies and etc. and you know, giving me you know, exactly, and plaudits and compliments for my play and what I brought to the game. So no, it's great to have that feeling.
And you're back in Prague. Are you going to defend your title here in the High Roller?
I think I'm going to have to defend my title. Yeah, I'm hoping to satellite in. There's a 1K satellite into the 10K High Roller, so me being me, to repeat the same catchphrase, in for the min to get the max, not in for the max to get them in. Don't get it twisted. Some people prefer to be in for the max, but each their own. I'm not one to judge. But no, I prefer to be in for the min, so hoping to satellite in for 1K into the 10K High Roller and go all the way to heads up, deal or no deal, just to get to the final table again. Back-to-back High Roller final table here in Prague would be phenomenal. So that'd be great. So yeah.
We'll see you there. William Kassouf. I'm Laura Cornelius. You're watching PokerNews.com.
Marvellous.